on, boys. Shame on you, preacher man.
All right, I'm here, Cliff. What do you want?
I don't want to talk about it on the street. Let's go inside. I'm ready to do business again. Just like before, you bring me the cash and I'll take care of it.
What made you change your mind?
Nothing. Business as usual.
First, you want out, you act like one very frightened man. And then it's business as usual.
I changed my mind, that's all.
You changed your mind. Or did someone change it for you? Tell the truth, Cliff. You know, the truth shall set you free. Gospel according to John. Chapter 8, verse 32.
Lomax! No!
Hang on, man. Hey, who are you?
You undercover? Huh? Cliff Tracy Real Estate. Laura's not here, man. Listen, how do you know Joe Lomax, huh? What do you have to do with him?
Safe. Sparrow. Hawk.
Hey. Sorry.
He was a cop and good at his job, but he committed the ultimate sin and testified against other cops gone bad. Cops that tried to kill him, but got the woman he loved instead. Framed for murder, now he prowls the Badlands, an outlaw hunting outlaws, a bounty hunter, a renegade.
Reno, you did everything that you could possibly do. You don't owe this guy Cliff Tracy nothing. Zero, zip, nada.
I was staked out on a wanted killer, and I let him murder an innocent man right in front of my eyes.
Innocent.
I think Tracy was stinging Lomax for some reason, and I blew it.
Reno, the man died in your arms. It's natural to feel responsible, but you didn't kill him.
I didn't save his life either.
Okay. So you want me to give the cops a tape? How should I tell them I got it?
Oh, don't bother. Whatever he wanted to record didn't happen. There's nothing on this tape but a bunch of unanswered questions.
Like, what's the link between a dope dealer murderer and a pillar of the community like Cliff Tracy?
And what the hell is Sparrowhawk?
He that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. I will say of the Lord, He is my refuge and my fortress, my God. In Him will I trust. Surely He shall deliver thee from the snare of the fowler. He shall cover thee with His feathers, and under His wings shalt thou trust. His truth shall be thy shield and thy buckler. Thou shalt not be afraid for the terror by night, nor for the arrow that flieth by day,
Nor for the
nor
pestilence
for the pestilence
walketh
that
in
walketh
darkness,
in darkness,
nor the
nor
destruction
for the destruction that wasteth at noonday.
at noonday.
Because thou hast made the Lord thy wall and thy habitation. Amen.
You okay, fella?
Never better.
Maybe he didn't see you.
Hi.
Good afternoon. Is your mom home?
You were at the funeral this morning.
That's right.
Did you know my dad?
Only for a short time. My name's Vince. Vince Black.
Josh. My mom's down at the beach.
You think it'd be okay if I go talk to her?
Mrs. Tracy?
Do I know you?
Well, not officially. I'm Vince Black.
Laura Tracy. Did I see you at the funeral?
Yeah, I was there. I was also there when your husband was killed.
You what?
I'm a bounty hunter. I was tracking this man.
I've never seen him.
I was going to arrest him. I had him staked out, and your husband drove up in a car, parked behind him, got out of the car, and they started to talk. Gradually, it became sort of an argument. They moved inside this abandoned building, and that's where your husband was killed. I tried to stop it, but I was too late.
Mr. Black.
Mrs. Tracy, I think you're in very grave danger. And I want to catch Lomax before he pays you a visit. I think Cliff was involved in some kind of business with Lomax. But I think he wanted something from Cliff, and now he's going to want it from you.
Something like what?
I don't know what. Probably money. But until I find out, I want to protect you and Josh.
We don't need your protection.
He was at the funeral, Laura. He tried to kill me.
You stay away from me and my son, Mr. Black. I'm gonna go to the police with what you've told me.
Please don't do that. They've already proven they can't catch Lomax. Maybe I can.
Stay away.
Who's he talking to?
Whoa. Who wound you too tight? He's on with Washington, D.C. You met Tracy's widow?
Yeah. She shut me out completely. I mean, either she's in denial, or she's never even seen Lomax.
Well, I ran biotracks on both Tracy and Lomax to find out where their paths first crossed. Bobby suspects the military.
Why?
Because their backgrounds and social classes are so different.
Well, finding out's going to be a major long shot.
Okay, Marty. Yeah, thanks a lot. Talk to you tomorrow. Bye. That's exactly what my buddy just said, but he's going to check it out for me anyway and get back to me tomorrow.
Reno, when was the last time you slept?
I don't know, since the killing.
Oh, man, come on here. You gotta tuck in. Gotta get your rest. You know why? Because you don't get enough rest and get your Z's and you gotta kind of chill out and everything. You know, Reno, you really got...
Come on, sweetheart, time for bed. You pass.
Oh, Dad took me in.
Oh, I know, sweetheart, me too.
Parents aren't supposed to die.
Your father wasn't supposed to die. Somebody took him.
No. Now will you tell me?
Tell you what?
That guy with the cool Harley. You said you'd tell me about him after dinner.
He was just a man who said he saw your father's murder.
He was a witness?
I don't believe him. For one thing, he wouldn't tell the police. For another, he was after some reward money.
But he looked, I don't know, he looked pretty cool.
Things aren't always the way they look. Come on. Good night, Angel.
Scream, and I'll kill you. Revelation 17. Lo, I beheld a woman riding a scarlet beast, which had 7 heads and 10 horns. And she was holding a golden wine cup filled with the disgusting filth of a fornication. And on her forehead was writ, Babylon the Great, mother of all prostitutes. You recognize me, don't you? Liar. Harlot. Tell me my name. It's a pleasure to finally meet you. Cliff told me such wonderful things about you. Of course, we never met. I'm not the kind of man one brings home to meet the wife and kids. Still, we would want to wake up little Joshua. Your Cliff and I were partners. Only closer than partners. We were brothers. You don't believe me? The book of Job tells us, I am a brother to dragons. Chapter 30, verse 29. And the prophet Ezekiel, 38:21. And a man's sword shall be against his brother. You see? Cliff and I fulfilled the prophecies.
You're a sick man.
Indeed. The plague of boils is visited upon me. And now upon you too. I need Cliff's records, his books, his balances. He had them all down somewhere. That's how he was. Very organized, very methodical.
I don't know what you're looking for, Mr. Lomax, but I promise you, there's nothing here.
Scripture tells us when a man is dead, his wife becomes his brother's wife. Your husband was a brother to me, darling.
Leave my mom alone!
Joshua! Isaiah chapter 9. For unto us a child is born, unto us a son is given, and dominion shall be theirs.
Put the boy down. Put him down, now!
Josh, run!
Head!
go?
I don't know. Yeah, we're not going anywhere. Okay. My friends are about 10 minutes away. I hope you don't mind the extra protection.
Mind? Are you kidding?
Gross. Does it hurt real bad?
Not as bad as getting thrown off a cliff.
You've been thrown off of a cliff?
No, I'm just kidding you.
Josh, you go back to bed.
You think I could sleep after this? Get real, Mom. I mean, who was that guy? Was he crazy?
I think that's a pretty fair statement.
Where'd you learn how to fight like that?
Different martial arts studios, Taekwondo, Aikido, you know, stuff like that.
Cool. Would you teach me someday?
Sure. If you mind your mom and head off to bed now. Well, Josh, I just wanted to say that what you did tonight, you know, protecting your mom and everything, I thought that was pretty cool. And make your dad real proud.
Yeah, see you tomorrow, Vince.
Yeah.
We have to call the police now.
I'll go along with whatever you want to do. Okay? But if you trust me, I'd hold off for a couple of days. Even if they parked a cruiser in front of your house, we'd just have to leave. And then Lomax would take up right where you left off.
What is wrong with him?
Laura, does the word sparrowhawk mean anything to you?
Sparrowhawk, like the bird?
Yeah.
No. Should it?
I don't know. Maybe. There they are.
Hello, Reno.
Come on in, guys. Bobby, Shai, this is Laura Tracy.
Nice to meet you.
I'm so sorry about what you're going through.
Hey, look, I think one of us should be with her at all times. That is, if it's okay with you.
Put your things in here. Well, it's not the Ritz, but it's clean.
Oh, it's fine. Your hands are still shaking.
Look at that. Up until now, I've been a rock. You see, Cliff was a real in-charge guy. He always took care of everything. Now it falls on me. I don't know if I can handle this.
Well, from what I hear, you handled Josh awfully well.
Thanks. It just hasn't hit Josh yet. I think he's latching on to Vince.
Oh, Vince has that effect on people.
I just got done checking the exterior. Lomax could have come in from anywhere, man. I mean, there's a million glass doors here. It's a security nightmare.
Well, we just gotta be more careful.
Yeah. She seems like a sweet gal, Reno.
Yeah. I like her kid, too. It's hell what they've been through.
You know, if we put together Lomax and the late Mr. Tracy, it could get tougher.
It's gotta be done, though.
Well, why don't you do us a favor, and don't become the Rock of Gibraltar, okay?
No problem. Okay, Josh, it's really good intensity. I just want to change one thing, okay? Make a fist, put your thumbs on the outside of your fist, not on the inside, okay? You punch somebody like this, you're gonna dislocate your thumb.
Bummer.
Yeah, major bummer. Let's do a little exercise, okay? On one, give me 2 punches to this hand. On 2, punch once there, okay? Ready? 1, 2. Ow! Forgot about that.
You see that, Mom?
All right.
You know, this reminds me of Pape de Tahiti. Room service.
Thank you, kind sir.
Oh, I used to make the best Java on the reservation.
I do appreciate it.
White men always take it from my people.
Mom, would it be okay if I showed Vince the cove?
I think that would be fine.
Still waiting for the phone call from Washington.
We won't be long. Great coffee.
So what's the code?
Place where Josh used to go with his dad. No one else. Who's calling from Washington?
Well, we're trying to find out how your husband first met Preacher Lomax. Was he ever in the service?
Army, Vietnam.
Oh, me too. Marines.
Purple Heart, Silver Star. Threw them all away when he came home.
This is a cool place, Josh.
Uh-huh. My dad and I used to come down here and just hang. Be guys, you know.
Quite a man, your dad, huh?
One time, we found this harbor seal washed up here. He made this big roar whenever we came near him. He was all cut up.
Yeah, well, he probably got kicked out of the pack by the older males.
That's what my dad said. And the Humane Society came and took him away.
That's probably the best thing for him.
No, it wasn't. Best thing for him was not to get hurt in the first place.
Can't argue with that.
Watch out.
Thinking about your dad, aren't you?
Like if life was a video game, I could just push reset or a new game. My dad would be back, alive again. And
I wish I could do that too.
Mom! Hey, Mom! The tide was in the cove. The tide pools were way cool.
Huh.
Vince knows a lot about the ocean.
Really?
I used to cut classes to go surfing.
Let's get you changed.
What do you got?
Laura helped me narrow it down on the Armed Services search on her husband. Reno, he was Army. Vietnam, Quang Ngai Province, 1968. Does that mean anything to you?
Not really.
Remember William Calley?
My Lai massacre, right?
You see, Quang Ngai was a rebel province for decades. And My Lai wasn't the only bad scene that went down there in '68.
No, it's just the one that got all the bad publicity.
There was Bravo Company at My Key and others. Now, this is where the story starts to get interesting. Lieutenant Cliff Tracy? He was a commanding officer of a unit that was under scrutiny.
Really? War crimes?
Except he was absolved. Thanks to a sterling testimony by his first sergeant, Joseph Lomax.
The preacher man.
Mm-hmm. Only he wasn't the preacher man back then. According to the records, he didn't get that way until he was captured later on in the war, and then became a POW.
Wait, I know the rest.
Tortured beyond sanity. You know, the Army shrinks could never decide whether religion was real or if it was a stress response or a protective coloration.
Good work, man. The only problem is we've got more questions than we have answers.
Like, when did Lomax get back into Tracy's life?
Yeah, and how far gone is he?
Or, like, what does he want? What?
Somebody's watching us. Over there, that car.
all gas, man. We better get him out of there. Loose this tight, get him to breathe.
Wait a second. I know this guy. I mean, I don't know him, but we've met before. Oh, great. William Barnes. He's a special agent. FBI.
Mister, you okay? Huh? Here, let me help you up. Just coming around the corner, man. You must have had a heck of an accident here, because the kind of throw you cleared right over here.
Cut the bull, Mr. Six Killer. Where's your friend?
Excuse me?
Where's Vince Black?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Or should I ask, where's Reno Raines? Yeah, I know all about him. You better produce him fast if you want me to keep the lid on it.
You owe Reno your life.
That's one way to put it.
No, that's the only way to put it, because we pulled your butt out of that car before it went ballistic.
Which never would have happened if you two hadn't have tried to play posse.
Or if you hadn't tried to set up on us in the first place.
I wonder if you'd have been such a big hero if you'd known I could blow your cover to smithereens.
I can guarantee it.
Okay, so you know who I am. Why am I still walking around?
Because I didn't put it together until just recently. Because I haven't figured out just how to use you.
What makes you think you can?
Now that's a stupid question.
Hey, I'm a cop killer. What makes you think I wouldn't kill another one?
Because I've watched you. You don't wash for a homicidal head case. Believe me, I've met enough of them to know. Because your felon recovery record as Vince Black is pretty damn impressive. Even though you always do let your partner make your court appearances for you.
Okay, you're right. I was framed and falsely convicted. If you help me prove my innocence, I'll give you what I know about Cliff Tracy.
You'll give me everything about Cliff Tracy and any other damn thing I ask for. No conditions attached. And if you do, maybe, just maybe, I'll turn your dirty little rock back over and walk back out of your life. For starters, where's my wire?
Oh, you're the cop Cliff Tracy was working for.
That's right. Tracy came to see me in L.A. and offered me a deal.
For him and Preacher Lomax.
Yep, he came clean. Told me he'd been laundering drug profits for the preacher man through his real estate company for a long time.
And for what he owed him back in Vietnam.
That's right.
So what stopped the party?
I'll tell you everything you need to know as soon as you agree to help me nail Lomax.
The preacher was always unstable, but he finally went completely over the edge. Lomax saw himself as some sort of Yahweh, some such insanity, and started killing his drug contacts, even total strangers.
My God. And Cliff knew this?
Cliff was Lomax's confessor. But finally, the body count gave Cliff nightmares, literally.
How could I not have known?
Hey, Cliff was protecting you.
How could I lay in bed beside him, make love to him, giggle with him, and not know?
Or what matters is that he was trying to do the right thing before he died.
What matters is my husband had a total double life.
Listen to me. Cliff and Lomax went through something awful in war together. God knows what it was. But it bonded them, okay? Cliff was trying to repay a debt that he felt ashamed of. And protecting you at the same time. Don't do this to him. Or to yourself.
Hi, please leave us a message.
Hello, Laura. I can see you're not alone.
Okay, he's somewhere close. You stay put.
Wondering where I am? That's right, Mr. Bounty Hunter. I'm here.
My God, he can see you.
Get away from the window.
Mine eyes have beheld the afflictions that fly from the rod of God's wrath. He hath clothed me in deepest darkness, shutting out all light, Lamentations chapter 3. Laura, I've been doing some homework on your Mr. Black. Did you know that your protector killed your husband? Did he tell you that?
What's he talking about?
I have no idea.
Did he explain to you that the sword would never have fallen on the lamb had he not interfered? Laura, listen to me. I loved Cliff. Cliff was my brother. I never would do anything to hurt Cliff. But your Vince Black had to pull his gun and start shooting.
Is this true?
Look at me. Technically, yes. I shot at him.
You said you tried to save my dad.
I did, Josh. Let me explain. Josh!
Josh, open the door! Josh!
Come back, Josh! It's not safe out here! Josh!
Was thrown alive into the fire and brimstone, and all the birds of heaven were gorged with his flesh. Revelations 19:21.
I've called for help from the LA field office. They'll be here soon.
Soon. Great.
I thought he headed for the Cove, but he knows that place better than I do, including all the hiding places.
Hello?
Hello, Laura. Behold, I am with you always, even unto the ends of the earth. Matthew 28:20.
What have you done with my son?
He's alive and well. Put me on the speaker box. I want to make this crystal clear to everyone there, especially the bounty hunter. I bring you tidings of great joy.
Come on, Lomax, just tell us what you want.
I've got the boy. I want Cliff's records concerning me.
But we don't have them. Or anything like them.
You have until the sun rises tomorrow to give me what I want.
That's 3 hours from now.
Or else, like Isaac, like Yeshua himself, Joshua will be sacrificed.
Oh my God, please! I don't know where they are. I don't know where they are.
Look, I know all you can think about right now is Josh with Lomax, but you've got to force yourself to think like Cliff.
Laura, he's right. That's where the answer is. It's in Cliff's personality. You know, what it was that made him tick. So you got to think about Cliff. Talk about him, anything.
He was kind. He was loving. We were his life. Or so I thought. I guess he was careful. I mean, look at this double life he's been leading. Always a contingency. Always a backup.
Backup. Is there a computer in the house?
I tried that. Cliff had a portable that was in his car. Read every file. Nothing.
Josh has one. Well, just for games and schoolwork.
Right over here, sis.
Normal DOS stuff, hard drive. Not much memory.
Josh talked a lot about video games. Said he wished he could reset his dad's life.
Well, he does play them a lot. They're, over there on the shelf.
What would Cliff call a file these records, assuming he had one?
Well, you'd probably call it anything. Could be anything.
Sparrowhawk. Captain Sparrowhawk.
My God, you asked me about that word. Remember, I had no idea.
Take a look at this.
Flight simulator game. All of these records have the same date in 1991. Except one.
Info, Doc.
Bingo. Can you make me a copy?
I can make you 100.
Yes.
Well, why not let the bounty hunter talk, Laura? He's the one who's running things now, isn't he?
All right, I'm here.
Do you have what I want?
A wise man holds his tongue. A fool blurts out all he knoweth. Proverbs chapter 10, verse 14.
Very impressive scholarship. Where did you study scripture?
I spent a lot of time in motel rooms. All right, look, I've got what you want.
Where did you find it?
Doesn't matter.
If you can't prove it's authentic, I killed the boy.
All right, ease off. We found it in Josh's computer. His dad stored it in the game file.
Well, well, he's a lucky boy. And you, my friend, are a lucky man.
Yeah, we're all lucky. Just tell me where I can make the swap.
There's an old church on the corner of Robinson and 3rd, St. Sebastian. The martyr killed by a firing squad of archers.
I'm sure you identify.
You come alone. If you try to bring help, disaster roars down upon you from the desert like a whirlwind sweeping from the Negev.
All right, I'll come alone. What are you doing?
Arranging support, cordoning the area.
You heard what I told him.
I know you didn't mean it.
No, I meant it.
This case is now under the direct auspices of the Federal Bureau of Investigation, and I advise you to be...
Oh, great. Now we're really in trouble.
You don't seriously think you're gonna go there by yourself, do you?
Josh? Lomax?
You must eat the bitter fruit of selfish will and taste the full terrors of the path that you've chosen. Proverbs 131.
I have the records. Give me the kid.
Put them where I can see them.
As soon as I can see the boy.
No. Behold, he is wrapped in swaddling and laying in a manger.
What?
The records! A disc?
They're on computer, I told you.
They're on a disc. You made copies, didn't you? How many?
None. I didn't make any copies, I swear.
Liar!
Damn you, where's the boy? Lomax, where's the boy?
Lift up thine eyes. It is.
No!
Josh.
It's okay. You're safe now. You're safe.
It has now been determined that Cliff Tracy died as well as he lived, and Pacific Beach can be proud of their fallen son. His murderer was one Joseph Lomax, a.k.a. the Preacher, a known psychopath and dealer of drugs. Tracy knew him from their service together in Vietnam, and it is believed that Tracy died while trying to persuade Lomax to give himself up to authorities. Lomax was tracked by FBI agents to a local hideout, a church, where he leapt to his death rather than surrender. The case is closed.
It's a lie, Vince. There's nothing about you. You're the one who got him.
It's okay, Josh. The most important thing is that the world knows the truth about your dad. I should get going. Well, thanks for believing in me.
Thank you for saving my son and my husband's memory.
Sure.
Can't go yet. I need another karate lesson.
I'll be back, though. I promise.
You're welcome anytime. I hope you know that.
I do. Thank you.